Hi, family. I hope everybody's safe. We went through these little storms, and today's a lot of rain. It helped a lot. But then again, all I got to say is, we here. I'm here. We here. And I would like to speak to you all today about. So I'm back on the road, and I speak to a lot of people. Like, I do Uber, and that a big part of my ministry because I get to talk to different people, and people just bring up conversations of different things. So today, I what I want to speak about is when people say that God told them, what Christians say, God told them not to do something or gave them a message. The especially people that don't believe in God say, what did he say to you? How did he say it to you? Did you answer him back? Did he answer you? So my thing is, when we say God speaks to you, what are your expectations? Do you think you're going to hear a voice from the sky, or you know, real big loud voice? Don't do that. Do this. It's not like that. You know, God done spoke to people before. He done spoke in dreams. He done spoke to Moses. And the reality is, he has spoke to me a numerous amount of times, and I've never paid attention. And that's I wasn't saved. I didn't follow my heart. I didn't follow the words I was hearing. Because again, like I said, right, you don't hear a voice. You hear messages that come to you, you know? And when I say that, I say, I know I've been in jail a few times, you know, and inmates talk a lot. They sit down and they talk and they talk about their cases and things like that. And sometimes they even speak about the fact that they shouldn't have done it because they knew they were going to get arrested. How do you know you was going to get arrested? And I've asked some of them, and they tell me something was telling me not to go out that day. They had the feeling, and it's like if someone was telling them not to go out, but they chose to do it, and they wind up in jail. I've wind up in jail like that, and I speak about jail, and I use that as an example because the majority of my youth, that's where I was at. Today, even driving, sometimes I feel uncomfortable about something, or I'm in a rush, and I feel like something's telling me, take your time, don't be rushing. And if that happened to me, uh, I'm a person that whoever knows me, if you tell me to meet them at 5 o'clock, I'll be there probably at 4:30. I like to be very punctual. Me and my wife, uh, that storm in November, we had to go out to Connecticut, and we went out to Connecticut, and we did not leave at the time that we was planning to leave. And then my wife told me she was going to do her nails. I started to answer her and probably even start a fight by telling her, but what are you doing? We should have been over there. And she told me, we'll be all right. The reality of it is that then we seen in the news, and me trying to always figure things out and math in my head, you know, trees fell off in the highway. Somebody got killed in the route that we was taking. Maybe if we would have left at the time that we wanted to leave, it could have been us. Voices do speak. God speaks. He speaks in voices. He could send you a message with an enemy. You'll never know, you know. And I know that if you're listening to this video and you sit down and analyze of things that have happened to you, that something told you, don't do it. And you did it. And the repercussions were not to your favor. That's how God speaks. Follow God, have faith, and once in a while, listen to yourself. Because sometimes we don't realize it's God. We think it's ourselves. You know? Like you hear this and you, oh, it's just that I don't feel like doing it. Something is telling you. You ever heard about that saying, gut feeling? Listen to me. That's the way God is. You don't know who's going to give you the message. The reality is, pay attention to the messages, not the messenger. Because you don't know who's going to bring you the message. With that, Real Talk with Victor and being back on the road. But I only work tomorrow and then I'm off the weekend. Is where I have different conversations, and a lot of these videos come from that, between what people talk to me about and from my experience. You see, what I always say, that when I speak about me, not about other people. I do use examples of other people. I don't mention names or nothing like that. But God bless you guys, and I hope I have more messages for you coming soon. God bless. Real Talk with Victor.